Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to Wednesdays with Weeby episode 11. Now today, I want to kick off Wednesdays with Weeby with something slightly different. I'm going to be starting off subscriber spotlights at the beginning of Wednesdays with Weeby. To try and promote some of you guys that want a bit of exposure, etc, etc, because my channel's coming to that stage now where I can start doing this sort of stuff. So I was originally going to plan to do it on a Saturdays with subscribers it was going to be called, but I thought it would be easier to do it in a Wednesdays with Weeby episode at the beginning, so that's what we're going to do. So without further ado, the first submission for this week's subscriber spotlight is from Ivan Magic, where he's basically showcasing one of his best kills in an arcade match. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Absolutely awesome shooting, Ivan. Keep up the good work. Maybe try and submit that to top 5 plays as well. Send it over to Fly, see if he'll feature it in his top 5 plays. But anyway, guess we better get on with the first questions. So I was asked recently, have I ever done any airfix models? Now I have been asked this before, and I have said yes, I do airfix models. And I said I feature them often on my Facebook page. I upload pictures of what I have done. But I decided to make a video on it, and the following is exactly that. So, do I do airfix models? Short answer is yes, I do. I recently completed a Battle of Britain set with the Avro Lancaster Hawker Hurricane Mark II and the Spitfire Mark 5B. As you can see, that's all my stuff in there. But where I keep them is under here. Yes, bed pulls up. How awesome is that? But yeah, what I do is I keep them under here, under my bed, because that way they're kept safe. There's no way of them getting damaged or whatever. And it's extra storage because I've got so many now up in the loft that yeah, I haven't got enough room, so I decided to put them under here. Diorama that I have shown on Facebook many times before. I'll tell you what, I'll take you through each model. Apart from the B-17 diorama at the back there, that's a crashed B-17. Did that for... Oh, hang on, let's try and focus it. There we go. I did that for my GCSE in school, and I got a C grade for that, and that was what gave me my C grade to go on to college with. Now, what should we? Okay, hang on. Oh God, don't want to wail it around in the air. I'll tell you what, we'll go now. Excuse the clothes on the bed. Right, so this rather wonderful Avro Lancaster Mark III took around 2 weeks to build, mainly because obviously I was doing videos at the time as well. Really nice model kit. It's from this particular model kit isn't the Airfix one, it's the Revell one. The quality of Revell's models is extremely high, detailing and all. But the only issue with Revell is that their transfers absolutely suck balls. If you don't know what I mean by transfers, it's these things. Don't know if you can hear that outside. Hang on, I'll put you closer to the window. Probably can't. But that's the Spitfire that's been flying over recently. So, Grog's the Shot is the name of this Lancaster. You see yellow tips. Now, I've actually made this skin for the Lancaster in War Thunder. If you'd like this skin for your Lancaster, the one that you're seeing on this model, link will be in the description below. Go check it out, go download it, rate it, whatever you want to do. But as you can see, I put quite a lot of detail into this baby. a lot into the cockpit. I don't think you'll be able to see it very well because, you know, phone cameras. It's probably the best you're gonna get. Oh god. Oh, let's put it down and let's focus the camera, see if we can. Yeah, that's probably as good as you're gonna get, guys. I apologise. But yeah, Avro Lancaster Mark III. Let's go put this bad boy back. Okay, so notes. What's next? I should probably show you some of the figurines that I've done. So I can show you the attention of detail that I do on these. That's 1/72 scale, that is. You can see by the size of that. So I do put quite a lot of detail into my things. Next one is a Panther A, I believe. 1/48 scale Panther, I believe. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I might make that skin in game yet, I don't know. That's the Hawker Hurricane. Spitfire. Some ground crew stuff. B-17 diorama. But we'll shut this now. Yeah, should be fine. There we go. If I go on top of the bed over here... Oh god, I made a thing. ME262 Schwabel. Right there. From JG50... JG7. That one. That's a really old model now. I should probably make a new one. Hawker Hunter. 1/48 scale Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1. 1/48 scale BF109 G2. Actually, no, it's a G10 rather. I do apologise. Die-cast Abrams tank. Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1. King Tiger. Random sock. Panther. And a glorious Sherman. Right there. So yeah, pretty good stuff. But that pretty much sums up my model kits. So, now we've finished answering the whole airfix topic. Again, if you do want the Grogster Shot skin featured in this Wednesdays with Weeby footage that you are currently watching, link will be in the description below. The ME262 gameplay you'll be watching as well is also a skin of mine. Again, link will be in the description below for those also. But now, on to some proper questions. So, first, proper Wednesdays with Weeby question comes in from Matthew Clark. And he asks, what are your favourite YouTubers, or what is your favourite YouTuber? If you're going to talk about multiple, then it will be Frankie on PC, C Nanas, and Total Biscuit. If I were to choose one, Frankie on PC. I've enjoyed their work thoroughly. I enjoy all of their work. C Nanas for a quick laugh. I'll always go to Total Biscuit for a review, and for more serious entertainment, Frankie. I do appreciate the work they put into their videos, because it does take time. I understand that, and especially Frankie's DayZ videos. I can understand that a 40-minute DayZ video would take around 7, 8, maybe 9 hours to render. So, yeah, I understand where he's coming from. Plus, on top of that, editing time. Editing those things takes around probably a week each. So, yeah, I understand what he puts into his videos. That's why I'm always highly impressed by them. But, yeah, I hope that answers your question. Second question comes from Ellis Senior. And he says, Weeby, do you think that War Thunder should add or include the V-bombers? Pretty good question. I have been asked this before, but I'll go over it again. The implementation of the V-bombers would, I'm sure, please a lot of British fans, especially the Avro Vulcan, if that were to ever be implemented. Problem with it being implemented is that, yes, the Avro Vulcan is just about within the timeline. Main issue with that fact is that it can't come in game because of its historical payload. The V-bombers were designed to essentially carry nukes, nuclear warheads deep into Russia. The Avro Vulcan is also a highly manoeuvrable aircraft, surprisingly. I'll show a quick clip of it here. It is also extremely loud. I would recommend you turn down your volume slightly for this.
Oh my god.
It's not that, it's not funny to do that. That's the only time you get it to do that. It's not funny.
As much as that amazing sound is enough to want it in-game, it's also enough to scare the shit out of people. How they'll capture that sound in-game, I have no idea. But if the Vulcan were to come in-game, I would want that sound. It is glorious. Unfortunately, it just won't. It can't come in-game, guys. It's a losing battle. If it were to come in game, I would want it even more than the Hunter. The Avro Vulcan is such an iconic aircraft. Much so like the Lancaster. The Avro were very good with their bombers. But it won't come in game, guys. By the way, I'd like to give credits to the people that actually filmed those two clips. One of the guys called Damien Marison. The link to his video will be in the description below. And then the first clip is by a guy named Wonka Bar. He does a lot of aviation and tanks videos on YouTube. Also, link to his channel will be in the description below. Awesome footage, guys. Nice work. So, back to answering questions. What should I answer next? Oh, okay. Lucas, surname that I'm not going to be able to pronounce, so we'll call you Lucas Gerald for now. Lucas asks, hey Liam, question, when are you going to be inviting people to the Stalingrad movie? Because I would like to join. I'm not going to say a direct date yet. It's going to be a while before we start filming in mass numbers. We're starting to film small bits. We're also finalising the script and on-screen stuff at the moment, but it's going to be a while yet, so I will announce when I'm going to do that, okay? So just keep an eye on social media, my Facebook, Twitter, stuff like that, and on the forums. You'll see it eventually. I will announce it as soon as the option comes, because I'm sure there's a lot of hype for this. I understand that. I know how excited people are for it. It will be coming, so don't worry. Now, next question comes in from Sir Kittalot, and he asks, WB, would you like to see any of the German America bombers, such as the Messerschmitt 264 and the Yonkers Ju-390, implemented to the German tech tree to compete with things such as the B-29 and the Tu-4? Because they were prototypes made of at least 2 of those, and other prototype aircraft have and will be implemented. You do have a good point. Germany needs a high-tier bomber to compete with the B-29. Now, the Arados are well and good, with the addition of the new Arado as well, the one with the 4 engines and the defensive and offensive armament. That will be of use. Okay. That will do its job correctly, as long as it will be able to get its correct matchmaking guys in your battle ratings, okay? Fix them! Anyway, yes, I would like to see the implementation of them, because they're absolutely awesome aircraft, and I think it would make a nice addition to the tech tree. This is no World of War planes, to say the least, but something like this would give the German line a nice, unique feel, such as the addition to the Avro Vulcan to the British tech tree would be a nice, unique feel. Problem is balancing. Not to say the Avro Vulcan would not do well in War Thunder, it would. It's not a fast jet bomber, to say the least. I'm not entirely familiar with the characteristics of the aircraft, but I'm sure it'll be able to do its job. I'm sure it'll be able to be caught by fighters at least. There was a historical payload where it dropped 1,000 pound bombs as well instead of the nuclear warhead, so it could be implemented. Problem is, I'm not sure the developers would like it to be implemented, to say the least. It's a hard plane to implement, although I would personally like to see the Avro Vulcan and the American bombers in game for sure. I hope that answers your question. Right, one last question for today, I think. Let's pick one. Flying Hobo says, Weeby, do you think a more modern or Cold War version of War Thunder or something similar would be good? Yes and no. Gaijin so far have only done really World War II era stuff. That's their speciality. Making them come forward into Cold War, I'm talking like 80s Cold War, 70s, 80s, and modern day would be a big step for them. I'm not entirely sure they would like it. They'd be out of their comfort zone, to say the least, so possibly not, but I hope that answers your question. So, that's it for this episode of Wednesdays with Weeby. Hope I answered as many, the questions that were answered as much as I possibly could, and you're satisfied with them. Make sure you follow me on social media, i.e. Twitter and Facebook. Links are in the description below as per usual. Reminder that the skins that you've seen in game are also available in the links in the description below, as well as credits to the owners of the particular footage I have shown of the Avro Vulcan. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to click that like button below. Subscribe if you're new around it for more War Thunder content. Take care guys. I'll see you next time.